I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Whoa, 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 Glenn. Do you not like my Tommy Wiseau impressions or something?
Not at all.
Wait, you haven't heard this one yet. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Roll the bloody credits. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about The Disaster Artist, a movie about the making of a movie which is now often cited as the best worst movie ever made. The Room. There's a link below in the description if you want to see a few clips of the best and most notorious moments of The Room. For all of The Room's faults, dodgy framing, wooden dialogue,
Anyway, how is your sex life?
nonsensical narrative choices, questionable acting, and perhaps the most cringiest sex scene ever committed to film, there is something magical about it. A perfect symphony of awful, like a car crash that simultaneously looks like a work of art. It still to this day has a really big cult following, with midnight screenings where you can attend and throw spoons at the screen every time you see some spoon imagery in the background, and it's also unintentionally very quotable.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Why are you so hysterical?
The Room was written, produced, directed, and starred Tommy Wiseau, a name that now lives in infamy for creating something as horrendously wonderful as The Room. Taking a page from Wiseau, James Franco stars, produces, and directs The Disaster Artist. Here we see him play Tommy Wiseau during the late 90s and early noughties when he meets longtime friend Greg Sestro at an acting class. Greg is played by Dave Franco, who is James Franco's younger brother. And we watch them take their journey to LA to become famous. And when that doesn't work out, they make their own movie. Yep, you guessed it, The Room. Guys, I have to say that this film is truly fantastic. James Franco's passion project is hilarious, inspiring, and sincere. The trailer may have you think this is another straight-up frat pack comedy, especially starring two Franco brothers and Seth Rogen, who are all notoriously known for doing stoner comedies like Pineapple Express, Bad Neighbors, and This Is the End. But if anything, The Disaster Artist is more of a dramedy, centered around the making of a serious melodrama which backfired on itself in spectacular fashion. But there is something very admirable about this film. The main themes are friendship, ambition, and Tommy Wiseau's relentless self-belief in himself to achieve his dreams. Despite his intense physical appearance, the constant rejection he gets from casting directors, and the fact that no one in Hollywood really understands him as an artist, he fundamentally believes in himself that he is destined to be famous. And here we are now in the real world. He actually did it. Everybody is talking about him. He accomplished his goal. Maybe not the way he pictured it in his head, but yeah, he still got there. James Franco's performance is sublime. His interpretation of Wiseau is so accurate, nailing his mannerisms, body language, and weird accent. It could have been so easy to over-exaggerate a character like this, but Franco never really treads into a place that feels too alien. Honestly, this might be his best performance to date, and I bet money that he's going to be nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars next year. But I don't see him getting a nod for direction though. And the other Franco brother is fantastic here. Dave brings a sense of naivety and sweet charm to the role of Greg Sestro. And the friendship between Tommy and Greg is the beating heart of this film. So the Franco brothers' natural brotherly love really works for this sort of bromance type film. And Seth Rogen is also good here too, doing what he does best, pointing out the obvious in his lovable, sarcastic voice. It's by no means a stretch of his abilities, but yeah, he's still good. A lot of detail went into capturing what it was like for these actors to work with Wiseau on the set of this film. There was a lot of problems while they were filming this. They went way over the filming schedule, Tommy was getting increasingly difficult to work with, and he wouldn't pay out for things like bottled water or air conditioning. And the scenes which show them filming the movie are priceless, particularly the rooftop scenes, as well as the infamous sex scene, which actually showcases a darker side of Tommy's persona. Guys, there isn't too much that I can say that's really negative about this film. It's quite solid as a whole. The only character that I thought could have been explored a little bit more was Alison Brie's Amber, who was Greg Sestro's girlfriend at the time. They set her up to be this really important, integral part of the plot, but after her introduction, she really doesn't do much that has any real impact on the story. She's just kind of there. And I feel with this parallel to the love triangle of the characters from Tommy's The Room, mirroring the same sort of events that are happening to Tommy, Greg, and Amber in the real world, the writers really missed a trick to explore how this trio of people affected the outcome of this film, as well as the friendship between Tommy and Greg. But part of what makes Tommy so fascinating is that he is an enigma, shrouded in mystery. To this day, no one really knows his true age, his place of origin, or how he financed this film, which cost apparently $6 million to make. So in a sense, a little bit of ambiguity works for this film because it is a bit of a mystery how this all came together. So it's a flaw that I can forgive. So guys, to conclude, The Disaster Artist is a delightfully inspiring film that tells you that no matter how delusional your dreams might be, there's more than one way to accomplish them. And it's better to try and fail than to not try at all. Never has failure looked more glorious than Tommy Wiseau's creation. There's a great blend of laughs and feels, the performances are fantastic, and it's an Oscar bait type of film that feels very accessible to those that aren't inclined to see awards contenders, because a lot of the humour is very frat packish and kind of ridiculous in places. But yeah, I had an absolute blast with The Disaster Artist from start to end, so I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So my quick question for you today, guys, is what is your favourite of James Franco's performances? Better yet, what's your favourite Franco performance? Is it a Dave or is it a James performance? Whatever you think, you can let me know in the comment section below, or you can catch me here on Twitter. And as always, if you like my videos, guys, please do like, share, and subscribe them, okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.